Picture this, you're pacing the yard, heart racing, wondering if your furry escape artist has pulled off another great getaway. Fear not, because GPS dog fences are here to save the day, offering a clever, flexible, and downright humane twist on keeping your pup safe without the hassle of old school fences. Now today we're diving into the nitty gritty of two heavy hitters in the game, the PetSafe Guardian GPS Plus tracking dog fence collar and the SpotOn GPS fence. These bad boys bring wireless fencing, real-time tracking, and boundaries you can tweak to your heart's content. But which one's the real champ? Let's dig in and find out. The PetSafe Guardian GPS Plus tracking collar is the shiny new toy from the folks at PetSafe, a name you probably already trust. It's got this fancy AccuGuard technology that mixes GPS with some clever motion detection and a sprinkle of AI, all for a wallet-friendly $449.95, though you'll need to pony up for a monthly subscription if you want the tracking goodies. In the meantime, SpotOn struts in like the premium rock star it is, clocking in at a cool $999. It's loaded with top-tier GPS tech and doesn't nickel and dime you with a subscription just to keep your fence working. Both of these come with slick mobile apps where you can fiddle around with settings, eyeball your dog's location, and of course sketch out boundaries. But they've got their own vibes when it comes to setup, tracking, and the gear itself. Now, getting these systems up and running is half the adventure. The PetSafe Guardian will have you tinkering around for an hour or two. Think Wi-Fi for the kickoff and a cellular signal to keep tabs on your pup. You'll whip out the My PetSafe app and start dropping digital posts that map your boundaries. Sounds easy, right? SpotOn, though, is more like the impatient friend who's ready to roll in minutes. You just stroll around your property with the collar in your hand, or you can sketch it out on the app, and boom, it's live. No Wi-Fi or cell signal is required. It's perfect for those spontaneous camping trips or vacation home jaunts where you just need a fence now. Of course, when it comes to pinpointing your pup, accuracy is the name of the game. For the PetSafe Guardian's AccuGuard system, this is no slouch, nailing about 4 feet of precision in decent conditions and tweaking itself as your dog zips around. But SpotOn, it's like the overachiever of GPS tech, tapping into a whopping 128 satellites across 4 global networks: GPS, Galileo, GLONASS, and Beidou, tracking up to 30 at a time. You're looking at 3 feet of accuracy under clear skies and 10 feet even when trees are playing hide and seek. Plus, its forest mode kicks things up a notch for those thick, heavy wood spots, making it a dream for rural dog parents. Customization is where these two really flex their muscles. With the PetSafe Guardian, you can stash up to 20 wireless fences in the app and swap them between whenever you like. Great if you've got a few haunts to cover, though you'll need to map each one by hand. SpotOn, on the other hand, it throws the rule book out the window with unlimited virtual fences. You can get wild with overlapping zones or even craft a fence within a fence setup. And it's got these nifty keep out zones to boot. It's definitely the ultimate playground for anyone that has a sprawling property or a dog that's always up for an adventure. Now, training your pooch to respect these invisible lines is a breeze with both. The PetSafe collar dishes out tone, vibration, and 10 levels of static correction, plus a handy 2-week training plan to get you started. SpotOn takes a gentler approach, leaning hard into tone and vibration with a pro-designed training program thrown in for free. They claim that once your dog is in the know, it sticks to the boundaries 99.3% of the time, scampering back in under 5 minutes if it ever wanders off. Battery life and toughness matter as well, especially if your dog's an outdoor fiend. The Guardian's got juice for up to 72 hours, recharging in 2 to 4. And it's fully waterproof for those muddy romps. SpotOn keeps going for 25 to 40 hours depending on how much you're tracking, what else your dog is doing. It's built to IP67 standards. Think waterproof and ready for anything from icy -30 degrees to up to 120 degrees. It's a tank for anything the climate can throw at it. Now, there is a huge separation factor, and here's where the wallet comes into play. The Guardian's full powers, tracking, alerts, the works, unlock with a subscription, $9.99 a month or $89 a year. Each dog needs its own collar and plan, all manageable in one app. SpotOn keeps the fence free of subscription shackles, But if you want the fancy stuff like live tracking or escape alerts, you can opt into a cell plan through them. No mobile provider or middleman, and you can ditch it anytime you want to. It's a beautiful day out, and I'm going to test these collars twice. One for the PetSafe Guardian Plus, and one for the SpotOn. I'm going to do it in the deep woods and out under open sky. So I'll do another test after this. I've already done, if you've seen any of my previous videos, and you know I mark off my edges with little stakes there. I do not have my cameraman with me today because she is in school. And she's 14, so she can't be here, unfortunately, to walk with me. But at least you can watch me walk back and see on the screen recording that I'm walking back that way. And I'm already very close to the border here. So just going to test it out. We're in the deep woods, so I expect a little bit of fence drift in here. So let's just check it out and see how well it works. I don't know if you can see my stake. It's pretty much right here, 20-25 feet behind me. And I'm past the stake. I passed the stake about 4 feet. So 3 or 4 feet, that's still pretty good under heavy tree coverage here. That's pretty much what I expect. And walk it back here and give the collar a chance to go off. And we'll do it one more time, just for S and Gs. This time a little early, I'd say about 5, maybe 6 feet in front of my stake. So there you have it. That is the PetSafe Guardian Plus, or Guardian GPS Plus tracker. And I'd say it's within 3 to 6 feet total for the fence perimeter. All right, now I'm going to do the same exact thing with the SpotOn. Unlike the PetSafe variation, it gives warning tones and whatnot right before you hit your invisible fence, and then it starts to vibrate and go all crazy and stuff. So you may hear the tones go off first. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm right at the fence at that moment. You have to wait for that vibration and the louder, longer tone to hit before you know you've crossed the invisible barrier that I've set up. So again, same spot. Just going to walk it to the stake. I've got my warning right there. And there it goes. About a total of 6 feet behind the stake. You can tell the difference. One's kind of a beat, and the other one's just a solid tone and vibration. So just like that one, I'm going to do it again just to test the consistency of it, see how it feels. SpotOn's always been very reliable for me. So, all right, once again, same exact spot. And I'm already getting the long, solid tone here. So then about a foot or so of the stake. So, and it likes to go back off, turn off the tones and the vibration, turn off a lot earlier than the PetSafe. You know, the PetSafe I've got to walk back a good little ways before it stops doing its crazy vibrations and tones and stuff like that. So that may be something worth considering as well. Now, I'm going to move on to the outside, or open sky. All right, now I'm going to do the same thing, this time starting with a SpotOn, and we got a beautiful open sky. There's hardly a cloud up there, so this is perfect conditions for testing out the GPS accuracy on both of these collars. I'm going to start off with the SpotOn. I got my border drawn out, as you can see in the screenshot. Over there where that brush is, I know it's a little difficult to see, but over there where that brush is about the line marking the border there. So I'm just going to walk up to it and see how accurate it is under an open sky rather than in the heavy tree canopy. Hopefully I don't lose you on the mic. Getting a little warning beat. Now we got the solid right here at the corner. So I'd say that's pretty good. Now I'm going to walk it back. And it does things in reverse. It goes from the solid tone back to the beat, kind of diminishing as it goes. I'm just going to kind of sit here for a second, and then I'm going to do it again just to test out the consistency like I did in the woods there. All right. Try it again. Got the beat. Not quite at the corner yet. Still not quite at the corner, and it's going off. I only took one more step to get the solid tone. So still fairly accurate. I'd say I was about a foot short of that corner where the bushes are. Like I said, I know you probably can't see it very well, but I don't have a cameraman today. Not my fault. She's got to go to school. So I would say the SpotOn's pretty accurate. If you've seen any of my previous reviews on these collars, then you know that the SpotOn is very reliable in the woods, out in the wide open, with clouds, without clouds. It doesn't really matter. It's always been a very accurate collar. All right, now I'm just going to do the same exact thing with the PetSafe Guardian GPS Plus collar. I'll walk over there to the corner, same border, same everything. You see it on the screenshot and actually see it on the screen recording for this one. Should be pretty simple. Just walk it out. In the open sky, it should be more accurate than what we're used to. All right, got my first beach right at the corner, and unlike the SpotOn, it it doesn't have a build up, it doesn't have a diminishment. It just it's either on or it's off, one or the other. So kind of don't like that about it, but I mean, it is what it is. It's a good warning for your dog. I mean, an instant alert, you know, turn around, go back, especially with training and whatnot. So here, we're gonna do it one more time just to test the consistency of it, just like the SpotOn. Got to try to keep things equal so we can get a good idea. All right, this time just a little shy of the exact corner. Another 3 feet to put me there. Coming back. Takes it a little longer to stop, unlike SpotOn, which diminishes as you come back. But either way, that's pretty accurate for this collar. I would say I would give it an A. SpotOn, you know, an A plus. I think both collars are fairly accurate, especially in the woods, and I think that really matters the most because a lot of potential consumers of these products are going to be in heavy woods or have a lot of trees on their property, and that GPS signal's got to cut through all that noise. So I think that the accuracy in the woods is even more relevant than the accuracy out here under open sky. And of course, if you have open sky, I mean, so much the better because you don't have to deal with it so much. But cloudy day, similar circumstances. Size-wise, the PetSafe Guardian fits dogs over 30 pounds with necks from 15 to 28 inches. Sorry, tiny pups, you are out of luck. SpotOn's more inclusive, starting at 15 pounds and covering necks from 10 to 26 inches in small, medium, and large flavors. Got a pack? Both need a collar per dog, but SpotOn sweetens the deal with fence sharing and discounts on extra collars. So let's talk cash and value. The PetSafe Guardian's a steal at $299.95 up front. Subscription adds up if you want the full experience. SpotOn's $9.99 price tag might make you blink, but with no subscription for the basics plus premium parts, killer accuracy, forest mode, and rugged durability, it's a contender for anyone in tricky terrain or remote spots. If that's you, the splurge might just pay off. So which one is your match? Go for the Guardian if you're after a wallet-friendly option for a suburban or rural spot over 3/4 of an acre. It's perfect if you don't need hardcore off-grid tricks and you don't mind a subscription. SpotOn's your pick if you've got a big wonky property, thick trees, or love hitting the road. It's the king of flexibility with no setup headaches. Now both are stellar at keeping your dog safe and free to roam. It all boils down to your vibe, your dog size, your land, and whether you're team low upfront cost or team long-term freedom. Be sure to check out both in the links below and let your pup live unleashed. Oh, by the way, snag some sweet savings on PetSafe with codes WAF20 for $20 off 150, WAF30 for 30 off 200, or WAF60 for 60 off $300. Toss those in at checkout. Did you like the video? Smash that like button, subscribe for more pet tech goodness, and drop your dog's breed in the comments. We're dying to know. Be sure to catch you in the next video.